The history of the Yoruba people begins with the legendary figure known as Odùduwà, who is regarded as the founding father of the Yoruba nation, although historians agree that some parts of his story are based on oral tradition and legend, rather than written records. Odùduwà remains one of the most respected figures in African history. His life laid the foundation for the rise of one of Africa's greatest civilizations, and his descendants established many of the kingdoms that still exist in Yorubaland today. According to Yoruba oral tradition, Odùduwà arrived in Ilé-Ifẹ, now located in present-day Osun State, Nigeria, many centuries ago, around the 11th century AD. His origin has been debated for generations. One tradition claims that he migrated from Mecca, Arabia, after a religious conflict forced him to leave. Another tradition says he came from the eastern part of Africa. However, many modern historians believe Odùduwà was most likely an indigenous African ruler who united different communities already living around Ilé-Ifẹ. Since no written records exist from that period, no single version has been confirmed, but all traditions agree that Ilé-Ifẹ became the center of his kingdom. When Odùduwà arrived in Ilé-Ifẹ, he gradually became the political and spiritual leader of the people. Under his leadership, the city developed into a powerful kingdom known for its organized government, religion, culture, trade, and craftsmanship. Ilé-Ifẹ became the spiritual homeland of the Yoruba people and is still referred to today as the cradle of Yoruba civilization. The influence of Odùduwà transformed the city into one of the most important centers of civilization in West Africa. Very little reliable historical information exists about Odùduwà's wives. Different Yoruba royal families preserve different traditions, and there is no universally accepted record of the name of his first wife. Some oral traditions mention names such as Omanide, while others provide different accounts. Because historians have not reached a consensus, it is impossible to state with certainty who his first wife was. Odùduwà had many children, who later became founders of several Yoruba kingdoms. Among his most famous sons was Prince Oranmiyan, who became one of the greatest rulers in Yoruba history. Other children traditionally associated with Odùduwà include Olobokan, founder of the Ijiza kingdom, as well as princes who established the royal families of Ketu, Sabi, O, and other Yoruba states. These children spread across Yorubaland, carrying with them the traditions, culture, and political system established by their father. Prince Oranmiyan became the most celebrated of Odùduwà's children. According to both Yoruba and Benin traditions, he ruled briefly in the kingdom of Benin before returning to Yorubaland. He later founded the powerful Oyo kingdom, which eventually became one of the largest and strongest empires in West Africa. Through Oranmiyan and his descendants, the influence of Odùduwà spread far beyond Ilé-Ifẹ. The grandchildren of Odùduwà continued expanding Yoruba civilization. They established several important kingdoms, including Oyo, Ijebu, Ekiti, Ijiza, O, Ketu, Sabi, Ondo, and many others. Although each kingdom eventually developed its own ruler and government, they all traced their royal ancestry back to Odùduwà. This common ancestry helped unite the Yoruba people. Despite